Hold up.
Yeah, no, bro. I literally do fresh off of work, bro.
All right. Let's get straight into it.
Hold on,
NBA
hold on.
Finals.
Hey, is Daniel joining or not?
I don't know. Just let me text her.
Or just snap him.
All right. So
I'm cool
we got
anyway. Yeah.
we got the NBA Finals started today.
Yep.
Um
Is it recording?
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's recorded.
Okay, I got that.
Before we start with anything else, what are you guys' predictions on the finals?
OKC and four.
Four.
Bro, that's pretty
I think
bold.
it's
That's
no
pretty bold.
competition for the Thunder. I think it's no
Four.
competition. That's how I feel.
I got OKC in six. I think
Okay.
the way the Pacers play, they're gonna have a magnet ball game at least once, and they're gonna probably find a way to win another game off some BS. But when it comes down to it, Shea, they have no answer for him. And then like their defense isn't that good. OKC can run with them. They're gonna force turnovers. They're gonna be able to win this series. I'll say six.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm leaning OKC in six, maybe OKC in five, but I'll go OKC in six for now. But it's an interesting series because both teams are kind of a mirror image on offense and defense of each other. Like um, OKC is the dominant defensive team. Pacers are the fast-paced offensive team. What's that noise? No. But the Thunder, they like to pack the paint on defense. The big key in this series will be their transition defense because we saw how bad the Knicks were. I mean, when Carl Anthony Towns was like every time he fell on the ground, the
It
Pacers
was
were
over.
the Pacers were just chucking the ball like Mahomes down the field. It was crazy. But that'll be a huge key in this series. I think Halliburton will have a lot of off nights. You know, you have Caruso, Lou Dort, Case and Wallace, J Dub, even SGA. They have a lot of switchable defenders. So I think Nimhart
Sure.
will play a huge role in this series as a secondary shot creator. So, but I don't think it'll be enough. So I got OKC in six. Who are your X factors for the series?
For the Thunder, I'm gonna say J Dub.
Yeah,
J
I was
Dub.
gonna say the same thing.
It's either J Dub or maybe Lou Dort. Because if Lou, like what you said, Kendall, if let's say they're having an off night, Lou Dort got to show up and hit them threes. Because if he don't hit them threes, then like you said, the Pacers can win. Because
Yeah.
the Pacers, they're the king of stealing games. So to me, I don't know. I'll say J Dub for sure, but yeah, I don't know. It's tough. It's
Oh,
tough enough.
I would say J Dub and Chet. I feel like when J Dub and Chet are both pooping, you can't beat the Thunder because that means Shea's not gonna. If he gets doubled, he's kicking it
Mhm.
out, and you can't single guard Shea. If you single guard Shea, it's wraps automatically.
Barbecue
Um,
chicken?
yeah, barbecue chicken, and that's like, and part of the reason why the Pacers beat the Knicks is because they have two people that can't guard on the court. Like they always got Cat who can't guard, and they always got Brunson who can't guard. Brunson is atrocious on defense. Like people try to be like, oh, he tries. He's worse than Luca not trying. Like he's awful on defense. He might as well not even be there.
Right.
That's really why they lost that series. I mean, Cat was bad too, but like they could scheme around Cat. But that's another point. Yeah, the Pacers they're gonna lose this series because that OKC's gonna turn them over and they're gonna score whenever they feel like it. I mean,
I
yeah, but Chet and J Dub would be my two X factors. If they show up, they're not losing.
What about on the Pacers?
On the Pacers, I don't really have like it. Tyrese Halliburton is gonna have to play like great all the time. Like he can't do the great and then good and then trash and then great again. He can't do that. He has to be consistently great. If they win this series, he that meant that he wins finals. To me, he wins finals MVP and that he played great the entire series and probably averaging like 25 and 12. If I
What
see them
about
winning
you?
this series,
What about you, Caleb?
I'm gonna say Neesmith. Neesmith, he has to show up. Like how he was hitting them threes, they gonna need a lot of that against the Thunder because the Thunder, Donovan, like what you said with the switching, they can switch everybody. So, I mean, that's why I had OKC in four. Like I said, OKC do be playing around. For some type of reason, OKC always want to chill one game or let them have a game, and SGA just smiling at the camera.
Yeah.
He didn't want to win, and like I
Aura,
hate that. That's one thing I hate about
aura,
SGA. He does that smile. It's like he losing on purpose. Like I
his
hate
He
that,
aura.
do.
bro. Like just win the game. But but yeah, Neesmith, he's going to have to show up. If he don't show up or is not effective, it's over. It's no competition to me. It's no competition.
Yeah,
But the
I
thing with the
say.
Pacers, oh, you got it, you got it.
Oh, I say for the Thunder, I say Chet. Really, I would say it's the same for both teams because for the Pacers, I have Miles Turner.
Hmm.
But each of their abilities to just space the floor, especially Miles Turner, if they can bring Chet and Hartenstein out of the paint and give the Halliburton a little bit more spacing to work with, I think that'll be a huge key. Because when Miles Turner is hitting his threes, they're a completely different team.
That is true. But I feel like even if he's not making his threes, you have to respect his three anyway. Like people are they're gonna have to guard that. So I think the spacing gonna be there. But OKC got two or three of the best perimeter defenders in the game too.
Hmm.
And the Pacers, they don't really like they have people that try hard on defense. And then the thing with the Pacers, it's hard for me to pick a role player because anybody can step up. TJ McConnell can just like drop 20 for no reason. Mathurin can also drop 20 for no reason off the bench.
Stop saying Mathurin.
Matherin, my bad, Matherin. Whatever his name is,
Mathurin.
bro. I don't care. He could drop 20 for no reason. Like their whole bench could drop 20 for no reason.
True.
So like it's for me, it's hard for me to pick a role player. Nimhard hasn't been good like offensively, like consistently, but he's capable of some BS too. So I don't know. I'm gonna go okay. Yeah, OKC winning this series. Chet, as long as Chet and J Dub don't like disappear, they could just give
But
me like 16, 17 a game. They probably still winning this series.
yeah, as far as like all time runs, if the Pacers pull this off, this would be the
Ooh,
greatest playoff run in history.
ooh,
This would be the
yeah,
greatest play. This would be better than Dirk in 2011. Like
damn near, though. Damn near.
they beat Giannis who was averaging 50 a game. I mean I know the rest of the team wasn't showing up, but like
I don't know. I don't know if we could say Dirk, bro. I don't know.
they
That
beat
Dirk,
Giannis.
they killed like five, like three dynasties on the way, or
yeah,
something,
that,
or
that
supposed to
Dirk
be
one
dynasties
was
on the way.
crazy, bro.
They beat Kobe, then they beat KD,
Yeah.
then they beat Bron. But who they beat somebody
Oh,
else
they beat
too.
the Spurs too, I think.
Then they beat the Spurs. They started off with the Spurs. Yeah, no, you can't top that.
That Dirk one was
Jalen Brunson
different.
and Cat, bro,
But no, it's
no
gonna be up
comparison.
there though. You
No,
right though. It
no.
is gonna be up there though.
They
It
gonna be up there though. It's gonna be one of the. It's gonna be one
it'll
of the
probably
greats.
be bro, but the Thunder, I don't
But
I
is it
can't
better than the
say
Heat?
yes.
Like when they
Bro, that Heat team was still figuring it out. They didn't
that's
really
true. But I
they
mean,
didn't
this team is
really
still
Yeah.
young and figuring out. They're
LeBron
like
was putting
basically
up
what the
eight
Thunder were.
points.
No, we
LeBron was
not
putting up
saying.
8 points. Now obviously
But they were. But this is like the Thunder with like this could also be considered the young Thunder, like with KD, James Harden, and Russ. But
in
like,
my opinion, that was last year though. Like they were the number one seed last year. Jay
Mhm.
was second in MVP. The year before he was top five in MVP.
that's
So
true.
but whoa,
But I just think looking back on it, they're gonna consider this the young Thunder.
that angle was crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
That angle was insane.
Chill out,
He
bro.
looked like
Chill out, bro.
he looked like
Chill out,
MJ.
bro.
All right, so Daniel, what are your predictions for this series?
People are sleeping on the Pacers. You know, I think they can. I think they can run.
Snoozing.
You know, I think.
You got the
Yeah,
Pacers.
but I mean, they got the best offense in the league for a reason, bro. Like Siakam's bucket. Hallie's one of the best passers in the league. That being said, OKC in six.
KC is six. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That was hey, that was good.
Wait,
That's food.
who are your X factors?
Shed homers. I feel like he's the best. In my opinion, he's the best defender on the team. You know, he can play. He's a good perimeter defender. He's the best rim protector they got. And the Pacers don't shoot that many threes, so as long as Chet Holmgren's protecting the paint normally, I mean, they'll be fine. But if he can provide like the offense he was providing against Minnesota, where he's hitting threes, he's attacking Julius Randle, I don't. There's no chance the Thunder lose if they have like Chet playing at like max best he can play.
Yeah.
What about for the
And
Pacers?
Probably Aaron Neesmith. They obviously they need his offense, but like he's the only guy on the team that has a prayer of even staying in front of Shea for like a possession. So
Yeah.
I mean,
True. I ain't think about that. Yeah, who gonna guard SGA? That's a
And,
great question.
it don't
and,
matter.
Yeah,
My little brother just said Nimhard, but he gonna get fried. I mean, anybody on that
Nembhard,
club can
yeah,
get
Nembhard,
fried.
Nembhard
you
is
don't
like
like that.
6'3",
You
bro.
don't like that.
He
Nembhard is
gave
short.
what, bro? They played
You don't
Minnesota.
like that.
Jaden, what? McDaniels couldn't do nothing with him.
I mean,
Like,
let's get it.
it's like,
Let's not get it twisted. Brunson was still frying. Besides, like
yeah, like,
the closeout game.
nah, Brunson was frying basically the whole series.
Nemhard was just making it harder. But I
Yeah,
think SGA will get his. It's about J Dub and then Chet.
yeah,
And the rest of those
J
guys.
Dub can't be asked, bro. That nigga can't go out there and give me 2 points. Like, he got a hoop.
Yeah,
And just ran a random 3 for 14. Yeah,
yeah. We were also talking about. We briefly touched on the greatest playoff runs, especially if the Pacers win this. Like, where would you rank it?
I mean, I can't speak for like the '90s stuff because I wasn't around then, but
No, that
since,
we're talking about
all
like
right.
between the dirt and the
from
From
whiskey.
from what you've seen, yeah.
what I've seen, top two has to be top two. Them and the Mavs. I mean, I
The
low
Mavs
key,
is crazy.
I low key pick this over the Mavs, low key,
That's what Donovan
because
said too.
like the
Oh, wait, no,
Mavs, the people
wait, they
people
didn't beat the
don't people don't
Spurs.
talk about it,
They
bro.
didn't beat the Spurs. They beat the Trailblazers in the first round.
But that was with
Okay, well
Brandon
then that
Roy
don't count
though.
then.
That
But
was when
still,
Brandon
you
Roy was
beat
hurt.
Kobe, and then you beat KD,
Mm-hmm.
Harden, and Russ, and then you beat
They beat
Bron and D
LeBron
The
and D
Wade.
big
Wade and
three. The
Bosh.
big three.
This was before
Yeah,
D
that's
Wade
crazy.
lost his kneecaps too.
Yeah,
He was
D-Wade
still
was
the
cold in
Flash.
2011, but I mean, like, dude, people don't talk about it, bro. The Mavericks won like 60 games, bro.
No, they was a good team. They was a good team.
Yeah, bro.
Like if you like told someone before the playoffs started that the Pacers would be in the finals, there's no shot they would believe you.
That's what I'm
That's true.
saying. Even after
Mhm.
the regular season played out. Now I get they were healthier at the end of the regular season, but you would have said Cavs, Celtics, pencil it in conference finals.
Yeah,
You're supposed to
And
have
then
an
what
I ain't have the Pacers going at
and then
all.
what the Halliburton just came in and destroyed my hopes. But
I just think when Jason Tatum went down, it just ruined everything because pretty much everybody had the Celtics for real.
yeah,
But if there was
even
no Celtics,
I mean,
I think the
even
Pacers
before he
would have
went,
been
bro,
a dark horse.
I'm
we
not
was
gonna
already on our way. We was already on our way to being down 3-1,
I'm
bro.
not
Like,
gonna
it was
lie.
crazy, bro.
I'm not
Tatum was
gonna
fried.
lie. I still would have picked this. I was still thinking the Celtics were going to come back from a 3-1 lead if he
Yeah,
didn't get
no,
hurt.
like I didn't believe in the Pacers.
No, I'm talking about against the Knicks. I had the Celtics winning
Oh,
before he tore his Achilles. I had the Celtics coming back from 3-1. But
Basically should have been up 3-0 in the first place.
yeah, that was
That's
unfortunate
ridiculous.
circumstances. Let's switch topics. So, who do you think? Give me your top three contenders for the next dynasty.
OKC is one, obviously.
Yeah.
yeah, okay. So,
See?
so I'm gonna take this a different route. I'm gonna say Maltas was. No, I'm just kidding. I'm trolling y'all.
Low key,
That would have kicked
No,
you
no,
out.
no, no chance. We
no,
got to
I'm
get
not
rid
talking
of.
about the Bulls. There's no
Oh, shut up.
No chance.
uh low key. Depending on what happens in the offseason, I low key put the Spurs up there with Fox, Wemby, Castle. If they like flip the sell for somebody or even with them.
That's possible too.
Like if they imagine
Um,
they trade like Vassell, Sohan, and like the number 2 pick for like Giannis or something.
If
I
they
low
did
key want
that,
to say a sleeper pick is the
GG's.
Mavs,
Yeah, I was.
That is a sleeper.
but
Yeah, I
they
was gonna
don't.
put them
They're
up.
not going to stay healthy though. Cooper Flag, I don't think he's going to be like that off rip. Like, he gonna be good, but I don't think he gonna be like 25-9 good. He gonna be like 17-8.
Probably.
So you have so you have Thunder, Spurs, Mavs.
Um, I feel like I gotta pick some from the East though because I can't just go through
No,
West
you
teams.
don't. No, you
Pacers
don't.
dynasty.
I'm gonna say the
Absolutely.
Pacers. The only well, like who?
We got Jalen Brown, Levy. Who? Yeah, we're not. Nah, we're
I
not
really,
going
I
there.
really kind of want to say the
We're not
Cavs,
going
but
for
you're
that.
not winning with two small guards that don't play defense. So
Yeah,
Well, you said who?
the Cavs, but Darius
No.
Garland is a cone, and then Donovan
they're
Mitchell
done.
is a
Low
semi-cone.
Well, they're
key,
on a
low
trading
key,
block.
here. Low key, I'll
Yeah.
say this. If they do something this offseason about the offense, watch out for the Magic, bro.
Oh yeah, okay.
Low key, if they get Darius Garland,
But I
they
mean,
give
they're
up
probably giving up Franz or
Jalen Suggs.
No, bro, because I remember, like,
Jalen
dude, I was
Suggs.
I was watching. I remember when the Celtics played them
He
this year in the
trash,
first
bro.
round. Like, it was a 5-game series, bro. The way, like, obviously, Paulo's Paulo, but the way
Mm.
Franz Wagner was frying the Celtics, bro,
He
was
might
the
be the best player on that
wildest thing
team.
I've ever seen, bro.
He was.
He might be the best player on that team.
Like
Okay.
this
No,
dude,
I wouldn't say that, but he was
he's
frying
putting
them.
like, bro, he was putting like
He averaged
25 a
what,
game, and
25?
he
Yeah.
can't shoot.
He was killing.
I'm pretty
If
sure
they could
Paulo averaged
shoot,
like 25 too.
yeah, they both did. But their
They,
team just
I mean, they
couldn't.
both took all the shots too. Like they both would. You would look at the box score, and they both would have like 25 plus shots because nobody else on that team could do anything. I always said they should have traded for Zach LaVine so they can get some
Yeah,
off.
they
And I know, like people think he can't defend at all, but he's like a C minus defender. He's not an F defender. He's better than Brunson.
Yeah, their problem wasn't
those,
defense though. So I mean,
those
they could have used anybody. That's why I think they could use Garland because they have enough
low
people
key,
to cover up his defense.
low key,
But
a guy
he's
that the guy they're not talking about that the Magic could low key use, bro. Imagine Anthony Simons on the Magic.
Who would they give up?
you probably ain't got to
Cole
give up
Anthony got
much.
to get up out of there, bro.
He's
Cole
making a
Anthony got to
ton of
go.
money though. How much cap space do they have?
They might not have any actually, because they like gave Franz a super max. I think they gave Jalen Suggs a super max or something
They did
close. They
not
You
get
know,
gave
Jalen
you
Suggs.
know who
They get
ruined?
Jalen Suggs a
gave him a
supermax.
crazy bad, a
Wait, what were
crazy
you
bad
saying,
ball.
Caleb?
No, so they giving out super maxes like that in Orlando.
They're like Oprah.
I mean, Fred Van Fleet make 40 mils, so like anything is
Yeah.
possible.
But he
You know
balled
who
out in the
ruined the
playoffs,
NBA?
though.
You know who
You don't think
ruined
he
the
balled out in the
NBA?
playoffs?
Wait, what'd you say?
Tobias Harris, my bad. No,
Tobias Harris is better than Paul George. That's for another day.
You
That's
said
for
who
another
ruined
day.
the NBA?
But
Ben
you know who
Simmons?
ruined the NBA? CJ McCollum and Grant Williams have ruined the
okay.
NBA.
CJ McCollum.
They made that collective bargaining agreement and changed the salary cap stuff with the second apron because they were
That's
so
the
Yeah,
scared
one
of
thing you did.
they were so scared of the Warriors. No
Yeah,
team
bro.
can even you can't even build. You can't even build.
Suggs
It's
is
so hard. It's so hard to build a dynasty, and that's part of the reason why there's no back-to-back champions. Because they
Suggs is
just
making $30 million.
who?
Jalen Suggs making $30 million a year. They gave him a 5-year 150.
Yeah. I mean, Rudy Gobert is making 200 million. That's when I knew the league.
Rudy Gobert needs to kill himself. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. About digital footprint. Digital footprint. Chill. Edit that out. Edit that out. But Rudy bro, how are
I'm
you
not
Clip.
editing that.
how are you
Clip.
7 foot, make 200-something million, and you can't do a pound dribble post hook? Come on. Come on.
But chill.
He can't pound dribble post hook. Like, that's
He
why
looked
with
like
Shaq.
Wood against the Lakers. He looked like Wood.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, when he was playing
I
against
seen the
him.
Yeah.
wildest,
Just like Wood, he was
seen
playing
the
against dudes that
wildest
was like
trade
6'4".
proposal, bro. This like I seen these one dudes. They said between Minnesota and Phoenix. Minnesota gets KD for what was it? I think it was what? Julius Randle, Terrence Shannon Jr., Rob Dillingham, and somebody else. I think it was Nikhil Alexander Walker. And the dude said no counter offer, and then said Julius Randle and Nas Reed straight up.
Whoa.
For KD,
Yes.
Man,
I wouldn't want Julius Randle on my team for free. He's terrible. He takes
Bro,
your
he's
whole
killing the
operation.
playoff.
Honestly, that's where they went wrong. Once they kept Gobert and then got it because Cat is like literally the only big who can play next to Gobert and be like okay, even though he
Mhm.
was sorry last year. But yeah, once they got rid of Cat, they were done. I'm not gonna lie. I'm actually surprised they made it this far. If you would have asked me, I thought they was out first round.
Hey,
They could have been.
he the face.
They could have been out first round. If Luka could
Okay,
guard anybody.
Everybody talking
let's
about
finish.
Luka. Austin Reeves couldn't guard either, and he was
No,
trying. That's the sad part.
I'll say my So let's talk about the face of the NBA conversation. There's a lot of people talking about it. Who do you guys think is the face of the NBA
SGA.
right now?
Right
Right
now, it's
now,
LeBron.
LeBron.
We
I'll
literally
say it's
make
LeBron.
gospel
LeBron don't
songs for
count. He
LeBron.
old man. We can't count LeBron. We
They're
know
still
him.
I don't
they're
want to
still
count
riding on the back of
LeBron.
LeBron and stuff.
Like LeBron and
That's the
Curry, we
problem.
know that they the faces. Like we know that we know they the face. We know that they the, we talking about the new talent though.
I,
The new talent.
I think the
I know,
problem
but
is that
look,
like somebody has to show that they're the face of the league. Like they have to,
SGA, he about to get a ring.
but
Should be
like
SGA, but they
you have to
pushing
keep.
Anthony Edwards
There
crazy.
hasn't been a team to make it past the second round, or there hasn't been a defending champ to make it past the second round since the Warriors when they lost to the Raptors.
Right.
So like, there's been nobody's had any consistent playoff success in this era. So I think the first team to even make the conference finals or make back-to-back finals, like the best player on that team, they'll have a good shot to be the face of the league. The problem with SGA is obviously people hate the foul baiting, which I think is, I mean, there's a lot of players that do that. And Anthony Edwards is obviously more athletic and plays like Jordan, quote unquote.
No, he
So
doesn't.
he plays like he
no,
has
yeah,
highlights.
yeah,
That's
I know
why
that
that's
that's
why
why I
Highlights.
went
SGA
like
won't
this.
be the
That's
face.
why
No,
I
I
went
know,
like
I know
this.
what you're saying. I know what you're saying though. I know what
Yeah.
you're saying.
I know, yeah, I understand
He
exactly what
looks
you're
like
saying,
Jordan, but
but that's why he won't be the face ever. Because like LeBron, Kobe, MJ, yes, they were great, but they had those plays where you was like, oh my god. That's why Edwards gets put in conversations he don't belong in because he
but
has those
but
oh my god plays.
but he's
But
also 23.
yeah, no, and he's gonna be and I think he will be like one of them ones. But
Mhm.
like SGA, he should be the face of the league. But like the fact that you can't say he plays similar to Kobe, and people will like act like that's the most asinine thing they've ever heard.
It is. It
I think
is.
not. Look at
I
his
think the
footwork.
problem.
The
Man,
only thing he doesn't have
nothing
that Kobe
compared
has is the
to Kobe.
athleticism. He
Nothing.
doesn't have. See, this is what I'm saying. This nostalgia bias. Go watch their games. They play just alike.
They
The
play the
only
same
difference is
way.
More of a
Kobe's more athletic
perfect.
and bigger.
Kobe be doing all it is. SGA, he turn around. You feel?
SGA, the
I can
premise
show
of both
you
of their
a
the premise of both of their game is get to their spot and pull up, and there's nothing you can do about it.
But they look
and if
different doing it though.
But it's the same. It's the same
wait,
functionality.
you can't see
You
it, but
pull
it's
up
Yeah,
just
TikTok
it's a
clips on his
minute
phone.
of Kobe
yeah, we
foul
can
baiting,
just put it on the
jumping in
screen
the nigga.
record.
Oh
Just
my
screen
god.
record it.
Wow,
Put it
man,
on
you
Tik.
hear him though? You hear him?
Uh,
Yeah,
I
him and
think
D Wade were some of the founding fathers of foul baiting.
I'm
Mount
not gonna lie.
Rushmore.
I think Jason Tatum was gonna be the face of the NBA, and then he
Yeah, I
played
never thought
so
that.
bad in 2020 in the finals in 22 that everybody just decided, screw this guy, man. Let's
It
just find out what's next.
it low key should be Jokic or Giannis,
No, it is
but
Jokic too.
Jokic is just. I mean, people. He's just white and he's
That boy
chubby,
don't care, bro.
and people
He don't care.
just
He don't
hate
got no
that.
order.
And Giannis,
His
he has
game is too disgusting.
Giannis has Doc
Team
Rivers as a
sucks.
coach, so
Team
there's
sucks,
nothing
bro.
he can do.
Doc Rivers.
His GM thought their move to like really move them next to the Cavs and Celtics this year was trading for Kyle Kuzma, bro.
Right.
What?
Hey, bro,
You
somebody
wrote
traded
good.
for Bradley Beal and wanted to play him at point guard and expected to win basketball games. So I mean, anything is possible.
No, they wanted him to play
Uh,
like Drew Holiday.
Yeah, like what were you expecting? Like
They said we're gonna put you in a.
that's like getting the Mercedes and complaining it's not an F-150. Like what are we doing?
Ah, that's not a Mercedes. That might be a 2006
He's more like
Mercedes.
a Toyota with 250 miles.
Man, this year was disgusting for the Suns. That was disgusting.
that was they did hire the Cavs assistant coach. So prayers up to him. That is about to be a dumpster fire.
I think the funniest tweet I saw all year was this guy that tweeted, "Think about what the Mavs went through. The Mavs had that like they had him. Luka got injured early, and then while he was injured, they traded him for Anthony Davis. Then Kyrie tore his ACL, and then like all their best players got injured, and they were having to talk about like, oh, they might have to forfeit games because they might not have enough healthy players, and they still made the play-in over the Suns.
Yes. And then they get Cooper Flag.
Right, right.
Well, bro, all Josh Giddey had to do was miss that half court shot, and we'd have Cooper Flag and Buzelis,
Bro,
bro.
Cooper
Yeah,
Flag was
nobody.
never going to the Bulls.
That you know this dude,
The Bulls are an irrelevant franchise and are
dude.
stuck in
Buzelis bringing
purgatory.
us back. He's 6'10" shape.
I promise you, if
Yeah,
they
let's.
couldn't,
I mean,
if
maybe.
the Bulls had won the coin
He
flip,
might be. I know.
uh,
That's what I'm saying. The fact that I can say
if
that and you say
if the
actually
Bulls
maybe
had
he
won the
was
coin flip, he
excited.
was going. If Cooper Flag was going to San Antonio, I promise you, if the Bulls had
Yeah.
won the coin flip, he was going to San Antonio.
Bro, chill, bro, chill.
Yeah, that wasn't happening.
Nah,
Um,
the
Bro,
NBA. Well, the
chill,
NBA
bro.
wonders why people complain that the West is so much better than the East, bro. It's because they don't be sending no good players to the East, bro. The one year the
You
East won the lottery, the number one pick was Zachary Ricochet, bro. He's buns.
Right.
yeah, the
Right.
East is
Buns.
just
He's just not a number one pick.
the
Bro,
East is in shambles, bro.
No, it's not, bro. Buzelis bringing us back.
dog,
Yeah,
who's
yeah,
even in the
yeah.
East next year, bro? Like who if you going into the East next, like
The
right now, who
Cavs,
would you call
the
contenders
Cavs
next year?
probably won't even have either Garland or Allen. So,
Like it's
um,
we're really just walking right down to it.
I
Knicks,
mean,
Pacers, and
we got the
Suns.
Jalen. Wait, what'd you say?
Really just walking. We just going straight down to Pacers Knicks rematch, unless the freaking Cavs or the Magic decide to do something.
If the Bucks decide to be an NBA franchise, maybe they got the best player in the conference by far. Like maybe if
But
they
him
actually
and
decided to build a team instead of a rec league team, maybe they have a chance.
Hey, low key, Philly got a chance if Joel Embiid hires
Nah,
Kawhi Leonard's doctor for real.
they need us. They need
Yeah, they
Iron
done.
Man.
low key, I'm not gonna lie. I like that take. I think Philly's going to the finals next
Oh,
year.
yeah, that's ridiculous.
Nah,
Bro, they got
bro,
bro.
That's
Clip
sacrilegious.
it. Clip it now. Clip it now. They're
It's
going to the
game
finals
click.
next year.
Oh, we
bro.
will clip
I
it.
think they go. I think they're gonna have a bounce back year, but like finals is crazy, bro.
Clip
If
it.
if it's
Who
they're
gonna
not
stop
getting
them?
back to back,
I
First
got a
off,
first.
the
I got a
Knicks,
first round exit to the
the
Magic.
Pacers, the second round.
I
Nah, they're
mean, look,
losing
look,
in the
look.
first round
They
to the
got
Magic.
look.
They're blowing a
They got
25-point
Maxi,
lead in Game 6.
Joel Embiid, Paul George, Jared McCain, and then
Quentin
whoever they gonna
Paul
Grimes.
draft
George, bro.
with
They got
this
Paul
Quentin
George in
Grimes.
2025.
bro. Who they gonna draft with the what they picking for?
I think they're picking third. Bro, they talking about
Third?
Maluach at 3, bro. Dude, that's how fried this organization is, bro. Talking
But
about
I'm saying,
Malu
Maluach.
bro,
watch at 3.
that's disgusting. But look, they can still get a great player. You know, maybe they get what's his name from Rutgers.
Ace
I'm blanking.
Bailey.
Bailey.
Yeah, hopefully not though, because he low key buns. But
He's Paul George.
Yeah,
They
I don't
got
like his.
Paul
I don't like his
George.
game. Like he decent, but I don't like his game
no,
either.
he's good. But he just looks like one of them players that's only gonna do one thing.
They already have Paul George.
Look, but yeah, that's true. But Paul
I'm
George
not gonna.
6 now, so they can ask him to play
He got
defense.
that you know who Ace Bailey, the hype around Ace Bailey. You know what it reminds me of, low key? Y'all remember the hype around Jabari Parker?
Jabari Parker was
But
good,
Jabari Parker
though.
was cold though.
Yeah, he was.
Jabari Parker produced in the NBA.
He
He was just cut
injuries messed
short.
him.
Yeah,
Yeah, I feel like he low key might like he'll be
if
what
he turns
Jabari
into
Parker
Jabari
is
Parker,
supposed to
that
is
would be
supposed to.
higher than the ceiling I have him as.
Most definitely.
Dang, what you think he gonna do? Nothing.
He got him at
Monty Bates ceiling.
MPJ. Bro. He got him
His
at
offensive game, his
MPJ.
ceiling is Jabari Smith.
Oh
It's
my.
disgusting. No, he can at least dribble the ball. I
Jabari.
got a question. How do you feel about Derek Queen?
Are you eating cereal?
Ooh.
No. I'm beating beef stroganoff, but how you
He
feel
has
about Derek Queen?
potential. I don't know. He got potential though.
You said who? Derek. You said Derek Queen.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a. You know who he reminds me of?
It's a bonus.
Old Maryland big, Diamond Stone.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
disgusting.
Yo,
That's
that,
disgusting.
I know what
Disgusting.
you're talking about.
He
that is
reminds me of like
nasty.
They're the
6'10".
same player.
He reminds me of like knockoff, well, kind of knockoff Sabonis.
He's one of those. He's to me. He's one of
He's
those
not big
players that
enough.
shouldn't work, but he will.
But he worked hard. I'll give it to him. I was watching him in the March Madness. The one victory they got, man, he carried that team on his back and got the game winner, I think. Like he worked hard to be undersized, to be doing all that.
I
He
think his
worked.
Yeah.
one avenue to success is the Montrez Hero type of like role.
Disgusting.
And the
What
energy
was
It
my?
is
I
guy.
can't even tell you
disgusting.
what
It is
Montrez
Montrezl
is.
Harrell
disgusting.
was decent though for a little
It
bit.
is disgusting.
Montrezl Harrell just come off the bench, give you like 17 points of straight energy.
If he can be a 17 point per game guy, I think that's reaching his ceiling.
That's cool.
17 points will get you hundreds of millions of dollars.
Yeah, it
I
can.
think he could be. I don't think that's. I think his ceiling is more like Sengun.
Oh no,
Mm.
he's not big enough. He's like six
I'm gonna say
nine.
Sangoon is.
Sengun is
How big is
huge.
Sengun? Sengun is like 6'11".
I thought he was 7 foot,
He could be,
and he
but
like
like I
two
don't know.
what
That's what he kind
60.
of remind me of. He's not as big as Sengun, but like if Derek Queen became a 2010 type dude, I wouldn't say that's out the realm of possibility. I just say it's unlikely
He
because right
became a
now he can't
20.
shoot, but he has
Watch out for
like amazing touch around the rim, so he can maybe develop a jump shot.
Well, he could get that easily. I think a jump shot for sure.
Yeah, I just
So I'm
I
saying if
mean
he
the big
develops a jump shot, it's a whole different player.
yeah the biggest thing for him is like you can't be an Al Jefferson type build in 2025. So they're not, the league is not going for it.
Hell,
It's
Jeff.
disgusting.
You can't be a Jaleel Okafor type build in 2025.
I mean, he could dribble, he could pass,
Yeah.
he just can't shoot. But he has touch, so I think he can develop a jump shot. So that's how I feel.
So basically, he's gonna be Jokic.
Diet like
I mean,
Sengun.
Sabonis can't
Oh yes,
shoot.
Sabonis here.
Yeah, what y'all think Trey Johnson's ceiling is? I
Um,
swear. He gonna say like Cam Thomas.
corner specialist.
Corner specialist, low key though.
Really?
He just not. He's not like strong. I
Yeah,
don't think he could be a secondary shot creator unless he gets bigger. I mean, if he gets bigger, then yeah. But
ceiling Norman Powell, but some Norman Powell's cold though.
Norman Powell is explode. Like he's
Yeah, he is explosive.
crazy athlete. If he becomes Norman Powell, then he will have reached his ceiling. I'm saying a lot of that today. But who do you think? No, I'm not gonna say that. That's too negative.
What y'all think about BJ Edgecombe?
He is the biggest swing. Him and Ace Baylor are the biggest, like, ceiling
DJ
floor.
Edgecombe at his absolute peak would be like Indiana Oladipo.
No, yeah, I watched him live at Cincy. That nigga's nice.
Oh my mom, why was he killing Cincy like that? He was killing them.
But he was cold though.
Speaking of VJ Edgecombe, have you seen the Bahamas national team rumors? They're
What?
getting the Thompson twins.
Oh yeah, I did see that. Yeah,
They're trying to get Scotty Barnes.
Ugh. So what,
Isaiah,
they just gonna rim run the whole game? No
Isaiah Stewart.
they gonna
That
get
is
nasty.
They're their second best shooter.
They're gonna be fighting a lot. It sounds like.
They're about to go with 5 one-way players.
It's disgusting. But they got Buddy Hield though.
Oh yeah, true. Buddy Hield. So that's 6 one-way players. That's just the other. That's the other way.
We're gonna touch on
Is
this
Cat
nasty
is
list that the
Cat
Ringer
playing for
made, bro.
US or my bad?
Cat plays for the Dominican.
Yeah, I know, but like, could he play for the US?
I don't know. They said Embiid is about to switch. Like,
I'm not gonna lie, I think he's gonna play for France next month.
I think he's going to play for the rehab facility because there's no point in playing the extra 15, 20 games. Like
No,
he's already getting reconstructive knee surgery at what is he 30, 31? He's 34, 35. Like,
Yeah,
dude, I
he's
gotta get this.
bro,
I gotta
please,
get this off my chest.
please
Man.
don't. Just make sure your legs are actually attached to your body, Joel Embiid. Basket, you made a gajillion dollars. making like 70 million a year. Like you're set, bro. You got
Dude,
a
I gotta get this
kid.
off my chest, man.
You got a kid,
Ringer?
bro. Like the ring, you don't need the ring. That make sure you have your limbs on your body when you reach 40 years old. No, I'm being dead serious because like Philly, they're
You
trying
want
to
him to
kill.
retire, bro.
They're trying to kill. No, they're trying to kill him. The
Yeah.
fans are like, "Oh, he's soft." No, he's 300
Yeah.
pounds, moving
Right.
like a guard. That's
Right.
not normal. He
It's not.
shouldn't be doing that. This man was with one leg throwing off the glass, oops to himself.
That
Nah,
was the
Joel Embiid's a
craziest
crazy.
play,
He's
bro.
If
crazy,
he was
bro.
playing in Portland, he would not be doing that because they wouldn't pressure him to play. But they're like, oh, he's soft. No, he's humongous, and he already had health issues before he even came into the league. Why are you trying to kill, bro? I don't get it. I don't. And it's
How
the
do y'all
same
feel
thing with
about
Kawhi too. Like they'll be
Yeah,
like, oh, Kawhi is the worst superstar. He has a arthritic knee. What is he supposed to do?
Mhm.
he's
There's
still
nothing he
killing
can
too.
do. He has arthritis in his knee. I want to see you play with arthritis in your knee.
Right.
Like you can't do that. They are shooting him up with ostrich semen every single game. They are shooting him with something inhumane. Lizard serum. Like, it's crazy, bro.
That's crazy.
But what were you about to say though?
I was gonna say, how y'all feel about the Knicks letting go of Tibbs? As a Bulls fan, I knew it was gonna happen eventually. He is a culture. He's a culture rebuilder. But after he rebuilds your culture, you get rid of him for a real coach. That's how you're
And
supposed to do it.
you know who that's about to be in a few years?
Oh,
JB Biggerstaff. He's about to get
hey,
packed up in a few
I'm
years.
I'm just glad he proved my
Really, who
theory.
he is, bro.
He couldn't coach. I don't know why people pretended like he was a great coach, but Monty Williams is terrible.
When he said Killian Hayes, he wants Killian Hayes to marry his daughter. Yeah, that's when I knew it was a wrap.
Nigga was playing him like
Yeah,
40 minutes a night for no reason.
yeah, that was
Man, boy.
yeah, that's a fireable offense right there on the
Dude, that
spot.
If
was
Monty Williams is if Monty Williams is really this bad of a coach, bro, then I feel like we just need to give Devin Booker like a Devin Booker and Chris Paul. You just need to give them a ring for what they
We
had to
might
do. Bro. They
CP3 was
dragged that
coaching
boy to
that
the
team.
finals, bro.
there were a lot of jokes about CP3's leadership. Maybe he was the coach.
He
I don't
was,
know.
bro. What are you talking about?
He must
Monty
have been
was
the coach. He must have been unfamiliar. Well, I was familiar because I saw what he did in OKC.
Right. Right.
But yeah, man, CP3, one of the most unlucky players of all time, man.
Yeah.
This unluckiness guy gets him underrated, bro.
Literally his one chance to win a ring. Giannis gets a new knee from the heavens.
Oh God, he was supposed to be out that series. Bro came back and was putting up Shaq numbers.
Bro, game
Dude,
one, he could barely run. And then he just
I,
turned into Superman. Like, come on, bro.
I feel bad for Chris Paul, man, because
I'm
he's
Chris
like
Paul.
him being so unlucky gets him so underrated. Like I've seen people online say that Chris Paul isn't even better than Kyrie all time, which is
Yeah, that's
like the most
ridiculous.
ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my life.
That's ridiculous, bro.
That
It was
that
probably like an
20
8-year-old who made that.
that
Kyrie,
2016 saved Kyrie though.
it,
2016 saved
that's
Kyrie.
still saving Kyrie, which is sad. But
That's the
because
only thing on his resume, for
like
real.
even from last year, when they played OKC, he had a few games where he didn't even get 15 points. And
Bro,
nobody even talks about it. They're like Luka and Kyrie
Yeah, bro.
carried.
I swear,
No,
bro. They
Luca
like
was
actually,
backpacking that
bro.
heat,
no,
bro.
no, no.
So you
Luka
said
got
Luka and
outplayed by
Kyrie.
Shea, who was carrying him with PJ Washington, Daniel Gafford, and Derek Lively getting all the
Bro,
rebounds.
people don't talk about the fact that freaking PJ Washington was the second leading scorer on the Mavs in that series, bro.
PJ Washington turned into
That's
Jesus
wild.
Christ.
Nice.
Derek Lively turned into to Rodman and Bill Russell and Wilt Chamberlain combined. Like it was ridiculous, man. The narratives. That's the problem with the NBA media is the
It's the
nostalgia
highlight
and the
warriors, bro.
story based
The
narrative. Like
highlight, I swear, the highlight warriors get glazed the most.
Mhm.
Westbrook,
Paul George.
Westbrook isn't as bad. Kyrie, PG, Anthony Edwards.
But Anthony Edwards
All
is
those,
better than all of those.
I mean, he's
Anthony Edwards has substance. He
Anthony
doesn't
Edwards
have
is
as
a
much
winning.
as
He's a
you would
winning
like.
player though, and he's 23.
Yeah, but I
You
mean,
can't
like,
say
bro,
Anthony Edwards isn't a winning player.
he is, but like, I mean, do you like people now say he's better than like Shea, bro? Like,
Well, that's ridiculous. They
That's
don't know
They
what they're
was
ridiculous.
talking.
saying that though. They was saying that. They
shit,
was.
he's better than like. I mean,
I mean, you heard what
I
Jeff Teague
people
was
might take.
saying.
What'd he say?
He said that his Hawks team, the 2015 Hawks,
Oh
would beat
yeah,
the Thunder this year. That's insane. Like they would
yeah,
they would have
I
lost.
did see that.
It would have been Thunder in 3. That's what it would
I
have
love
been.
Jeff
They would
Teague,
have won in
man,
two
but
games, man.
that is ridiculous,
They
bro.
would have
Well,
got. They would have
They
Yeah,
might
forced
have
it
got
Hector.
out for the
smacked by
third
the
game.
Pacers, bro.
I
I don't even think it's a
They
might. They
would.
might have got smacked.
People really underestimate how much the game has changed, even since the Heat. Like
yeah.
if we're being like the Celtics from last year would have beat the Heat, like the 2013 Heat. It's just too
That's
much
not
offense.
ridiculous to say.
It's just too much offense.
The 2013, so after LeBron lost?
Yeah, when LeBron was killing
Yeah,
everybody,
that's not even.
they
I
just
don't
It's
have
not even
think I
close.
don't think
LeBron would have
so.
been.
they have too many
2013, bro,
shooters. They have too many shooters.
Chalmers is on the basketball court. Like, what are we
you
doing?
got
Mario
Battier.
Chalmers.
You got Battier.
You got Norris Cole. Come on, man.
Norris Cole was a bucket. Norris Cole wasn't a bucket.
Norris Cole, Derek White, and Drew Holiday.
Derek
Yeah,
White
see,
is
I
Mario
don't know. I
basically
see.
Chalmers.
I
Like,
I
this
knew
is
was
basketball.
y'all
Like,
don't call me
I
crazy.
was low key thinking
I
that
got
might be
Norris
crazy
Cole over
because
Derek White.
Derek White is basically
2013
Michael Jordan
LeBron,
and Steph Curry
2013
combined. And if you're talking about in terms of role players,
2013 LeBron is low key like the greatest player I've ever seen. But then I really
he
thought
is.
about it. They
but
had
it's a team
Udonis
sport.
Haslam playing like starters minutes, bro. That's
They
kind
had
of
Joe,
Udonis
bro.
Haslam was him. He was a worker.
They had so they had Ray Allen,
Yeah,
Battier, Mike
shooter,
Miller.
shooter,
I guess they could translate, but the thing is, the
D
Celtics have
Wade,
all of their
Chris
shooters.
Bosh.
All of their shooters can do multiple things. Those guys, I mean, Battier could play defense, but
Thank
Ray Allen
you.
was playing no defense. Mike Miller was playing no defense.
Was Rashard Lewis on them? Was on the 2013?
I'm not sure.
I
He
think he
might have been
was.
on that team.
Yeah,
Who we talking
Rashard
about?
Lewis could hoop.
Sharp, like
Charles Lewis.
He was like 38 at the time. He wasn't guarding nobody.
Yeah, they got a bunch of old dudes. Like
That's like the thing is, you can't like now. There aren't people that are on the court that can guard people that can't guard. Like especially on the Celtics. The only people that can't guard on their team is like Sam Hauser that actually gets minutes.
but he had stretches where he actually was locking people up, surprisingly.
Yeah, like
Sam-
but again,
Sam
he can
Hauser
lock
can
up
play-
a
can,
dude
like,
that
he
can't
Sam-
like Shane
Sam
Battier.
Hauser can
He
stay
guard
in
him.
front,
But the
he
thing
can't,
is,
like,
he
he
he's
gets
only
tries.
he's only guarding the best player on the switch, like, and they're not picking on him
Yeah.
because he still has length.
And then the way the game is also played, like they would have been able to spread them out, pause, and get whatever they want. That's crazy to say.
But
But look.
Nah, bro.
All five of them, all the five players on the Celtics can shoot threes at like a 38+% clip. The Heat did not play any team that was that good.
But
No.
they don't have like no.
Like
I don't
the
think they have
Warriors,
a.
the 2016 Warriors, we would have been like, oh my God, that's the greatest shooting team of all time. They would probably like rank 17 or 18 in like terms of threes nowadays.
Well, that's because
like,
that's also because of the pace, though. But I do
the
think
pace,
the
but
Celtics, but the Celtics have more shooters than the Warriors did back
the
then.
Celtics, Celtics don't really play that fast. It might,
No,
but I might be
but the
faster
pace
than,
of
like,
the
the whole era.
well, the whole era, this era is just so much faster than even like when the Warriors, 2016 Warriors. So
Oh, man.
because you
They
have,
got
I
a
mean,
way
you
to
have
stop
bigs
LeBron.
bringing the ball up the court, so it's just getting up the court faster. But there is one narrative like there's teams from the 80s. They'll be like, oh, the defense used to be so much better. They scored the same amount of points as they do now, and they couldn't even shoot. What are we like? What are we talking about? This defense, this physical defense, with Magic
Defense was
Johnson.
really just fouling because he couldn't stay in front.
I mean, it matters a little bit, but it's hard to like do it because like we don't know how Bron could play back then because the rules
I do.
changed.
He would average 45 points.
he averaged 50.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Okay, look.
With the bad boys.
LeBron.
The bad
is
boys were just fouling. Like,
But that's what I was
better
saying
than
with them
everybody on the
rules.
court.
Huh?
LeBron is bigger than everybody.
What Rodman? John
He's
Rodman
Stockton.
was like
LeBron.
215.
Rodman is
Let him
skinny.
beer.
Rodman's
Rodman
like
is skinny.
Rodman in the 90s, in the 80s was like 6'4", bro. Like
He
6'4",
was
210, bro.
But he was a rebounder. He was a defender. Like, bro, he had that
215.
dog in him.
LeBron
No,
That's what
no,
I'm
played.
talking
like,
about. That
hey,
dog. He
bro,
got
no, I'm telling like,
LeBron.
and anybody that doesn't think that LeBron could play in the 80s, go watch how good Charles Barkley was. LeBron would be better than that.
By 100.
Yeah, like
yeah, but
times
he
3.
complained
Like, come
about
on.
fouls though.
No,
That's
by
why will
100.
LeBron
I
be
don't
able
care
to?
about LeBron. Prime LeBron was like 270.
LeBron
He's shrugging them
played
off.
in the toughest. LeBron already played in the toughest era of basketball, which was the 2000s. That was the toughest era to score in.
Dead ball
No,
era.
no, that was not.
Dead ball
That
era.
was the toughest
Okay, but
era to
look,
score
so
in.
bad, bro. That was so bad.
There
even
was
even
no
if you want to say
spacing. There was no spacing. The pace
we
was
we
slow, like a
we be in the
snail's
Eastern
pace.
Conference Finals games ending 66-64, bro. It's
Bro, the
terrible.
Pacers and the Pistons in the Eastern Conference Finals was in the 60s. In
look,
2004, this is after LeBron was in the league.
No,
this is
yeah,
disgusting.
that was a good game though.
Yeah, you got food on you.
But look, even if you don't believe, even if we actually believe that the defense is more physical,
It was.
with the
I
with
don't
the
I don't
legal with
believe
the
that.
legal defense rules, you only have to beat one person. There's
Yeah.
not one person on a team that's stopping or stay in front of LeBron. Because if you're fast enough to stay in front of him, chances are, boom, get out my effing way, and I'm laying that bit.
So
Or I'm
you're
dunking on
telling
your
me
set.
LeBron is taking Rodman? We talking about
Yes.
no
LeBron
with
is
no with
frying
no
him.
with hand checking. We talking about with hand checking.
LeBron is going to
Get
the
that bitch. Get in
LeBron
the
is
rim,
going
boy.
to the
What are you
store.
talking about?
LeBron is going to the store. He's buying a wok. He's getting some oil, and he's going.
Okay, what
Look,
about Jordan and Pippen? He not doing that on Jordan and Pippen.
doing
LeBron
them
is
like that
frying
He
too.
not
Come
doing
everybody
that
on,
on
in
man.
Jordan and
NBA
Pippen, bro. He
history.
not doing that.
LeBron is
No,
frying everybody in NBA history.
I
One
don't
on
know
one.
about Jordan and Pippen.
He's 6'9", 270. He is
But I'm
frying
saying with
anyone with a
Scottie
jumper.
Pippen, he was what 6'7", 6'8", one of the greatest
You
defenders
can't
of all
guard.
Okay.
time.
LeBron has the complete game. You can't. If you
Imagine.
take away
Do you
one
think
thing, he can
Pippen
do
could guard
something
Karl
else.
Malone?
You said what about Carmelo?
If
Do
Karl
you think
Malone was
guard
cooking,
Karl Malone?
Carmelo
Malone having
was
like
tough
30
because
points a
of
game
Stockton.
in an era
That's
like
But
that, bro.
but I'm saying LeBron is Karl Malone's size, but can move like a guard. They call MJ Jesus. LeBron is 6'9" and can do everything MJ does. And he's
No, he can't do
270.
everything. No, he can't do everything. MJ.
Okay, what? He can't hit mid
MJ
ranges
is a
at the same
winner. He's
clip.
6'0".
Okay, I'm
MJ is a
6'8",
winner,
270. It doesn't matter.
bro. Look, he's a
imagine
winner.
imagine if there was no help defender. The whole point, the whole scheme of guarding LeBron is
His bodies.
about packing the paint and building a wall.
Exactly.
If you can't
You
build a
can't do
wall,
that in the 80s,
you
the
can't do
90s.
that in the 90s because they had a legal defense where you can't
But
help.
hand checking was allowed.
They
So
still
I mean,
hand check
so
now.
y'all, bro, I'm telling you,
low
They
key,
still
low
hand check
key.
now.
We talking about
no, they
LeBron,
don't hand
bro.
check like how they was back in the day, though.
With the illegal defense rules they had back in the day, I'm telling you, Giannis Antetokounmpo would be the greatest player of all time.
Exactly.
Giannis, that's different. Giannis is 7 foot.
How is it different from
Because
LeBron?
he's 7 foot. Like
Because a team,
he's 7 foot.
270.
but LeBron has a
LeBron's
jumper
bigger than
too.
Giannis.
LeBron not bigger than Giannis. Not to me.
No, he's not taller, but he's like
bulkier.
bulkier.
bulky.
Yes,
I mean,
he's like 270.
He was close to
260.
300 in Miami.
I mean, that's why they literally called him when he was in Miami, they literally called him the freight train.
No,
This
he
man
was
was jumping
No, he was.
jumping over human beings in the NBA.
John
while
Lucas
covering
the third.
300
Rip,
pounds.
Y'all remember when y'all
Rip
remember
J.
in
Luke.
Miami when like you can literally go on YouTube and find clips of him him being on the fast break and the defender will literally wrap both of his arms around him to try and stop him and he still would just muscle through and score the ball.
What happened in
Paul Pierce
2011?
would literally be going like,
What happened in 2011?
"It's one series."
It don't matter.
Jordan was
JJ
getting
Barrera
swept.
guarding you. You can only get 8 points.
Jordan was getting swept.
I mean, that's cool, but he didn't get swept in the finals. Hey, what
That's
Draymond?
worse.
Hey, what Draymond Green say?
worse.
Draymond Green say he'd rather lose in the
This-
first
this-
round.
this is-
They go to the finals
Can
and
we go
lose.
back to my Kobe post?
But I mean,
That's-
like,
this is-
I would
That's
I'd rather
exactly
lose in
what
the
I'm
first
saying.
round than
That's
the
exactly what I'm
finals.
saying.
That's worse though. Which that means you're not making it anywhere.
I mean, yeah, but just going to the finals and losing, like,
At least you made it to the
Okay,
finals.
I mean, hey,
so
listen,
wait.
listen. We talk.
Okay,
We
like
talk.
forget the Mavs
You had to
series.
win 3 rounds to make it. If you just get
So
swept in the first round, you just were not even close.
I mean,
what
his
are we
team was
doing?
bad at first. His team, he was the only person. He was
LeBron's
averaging
teams were
like
horrible. He
35.
had Eric Snow and
Okay,
Anderson
what are
Varejao.
Mo Williams? Mo Williams was LeBron's second best player,
No,
or
he
was it Mo
wasn't even
Williams?
on
Was
the
it Larry
team when they
Hughes?
made the finals. He
Yeah,
wasn't
my
even
bad,
on
my
the team.
bad, my bad. Larry Hughes and Zildjian Ogauskas was LeBron's Robin and Alfred when he went up against prime Tim Duncan.
Yeah.
What was he supposed to do?
It was
What was he
22 years.
supposed to do?
Bro,
He was the
forget
same
that, bro.
age as B.
LeBron's
2013 or 20 what
2011,
14
2011
when Dwayne had
he
no
was possessed
kneecaps.
by an evil spirit. That
just
doesn't.
like 20. Like think
I don't know
about
what
bro. Oh
happened.
nine, bro. Oh
That,
nine.
that was AI.
He
It was AI.
think about oh nine, bro. Oh nine. His Robin was Mo Williams, and his third best player was what? Ilgauskas. Like Ilgauskas was old.
This
Was kind of old
man,
at that time. Or Anderson
Yeah.
Varejao, and he averaged 48-8 against a team that had the DPOY on it.
That Cavs team had good defense, but no, you right though. Their offense was trash though. Their offense was trash.
Like he
team was trash.
But the only bad thing I got about LeBron is he lost to the Mavs. I do agree that his road to the finals was tough. Like, I mean, like everybody that he had to go through, even in the finals, was tough. But he lost to the Mavs. I don't care. They should have won that. They should have won that.
That's how you know how great he is, because that was almost 15 years ago, and people still bring that up every single day.
Because Jordan not
That's his only
losing to
knock
that.
on his resume.
It's
He
literally
played
the only
22
knock.
years, and all we got against him were like 4 games.
Yeah,
Like I don't know. I don't know.
he was possessed by evil spirit, and then that just happened.
I mean, it's a valid knock. I'm not gonna say he didn't play trash in them series because he did,
know he was
and I was
awesome.
happy for it because I was a Bulls fan, and I was like, "You just beat my team. Come on, Dirk Nowitzki, get this ring."
Like up until that point, he literally clamped D Rose as a 6'9", 270-pound forward.
Chill,
He
bro.
clamped the MVP. Got the game-winning block on the last play.
Chill, bro. You know how Tibbs do. No, you know what Tibbs do to his players, bro. D Rose had no kneecaps by then. That's when he started wearing down. I mean, he did have
bro,
kneecaps.
I can't,
But
bro.
like,
I
by
can't
that
like
time of the playoffs, we wear out of gas.
some of the comp that MJ played against, bro, was so nasty. Like, imagine MJ played against like a 2017 Warriors or 2014 Spurs, bro.
They get swept.
With
No.
the like,
No, they could beat the Warriors.
Luke Longley is
They
getting
could beat the
pimped.
Warriors. Luke Longley is. Talk about it.
Reggie Miller,
they
bro.
put him in pick and roll every possession. He getting
Bro,
fried.
that
He getting played
Steph
off the
Draymond
They're
court.
not going to
equals out
have
pick and
Luke
roll.
Longley playing the pick and roll, though. They're going to have probably Luke Longley on Draymond. They're not
They
going to
can
have
put
him playing
Dennis
pick-
Rodman in the pick and roll.
He
It
gonna
doesn't
run the
matter.
pick and roll
Dennis
with
Rodman.
Draymond.
Oh,
Dennis Rodman one of the best power forward. Bro, if Draymond is killing like this, what is
Draymond
Rodman
is better
going to do?
than Dennis Rodman.
Rodman can't score, so like,
He doesn't have to score. He's going to give
They
you
don't have
20
enough
rebounds
offense.
and lock up
Okay.
everybody.
You can't lock up everybody on the
But Rodman
Warriors.
can't
That's
pass.
how
Like
good-
Rodman is literally a black hole on offense. He can't do
First
anything.
of all, here's the first problem with that. Steph Curry is going to be running all over the court.
Around screen. They couldn't do it with Reggie Miller.
What rules are we playing? What rules?
It doesn't
What
matter
rules
what
are we
rules we're
playing?
playing.
What
If you
rules
play
are we
with no
playing?
help,
I need to know what rules are we playing.
I mean, I don't know, bro.
If you play illegal defense with the illegal defense, the Warriors are winning by 50. If you
But
play
what
with
I'm trying
today's
to-
rules, the Warriors are winning by 50. It doesn't matter.
The way that the Bulls had one of the best defensive teams in history in,
So did the
in the 90s.
Warriors.
Huh?
So did
But they
Yeah,
never
I mean,
played
that's-
defense. Look what Amir
2017
Thompson was doing to Curry.
2017 is the
Jordan
greatest.
is
But that's
doing
this
that.
year,
Defensive
though.
player of the year.
But
You got
that's
Pippen.
this year. That's this year,
The
though, bro.
Celtics-
2017, like 2017.
Oh, you talking about KD?
Like, yes,
Yeah.
the
They could
20,
get it
like,
too. They could get it too.
2017.
Yes, they could
like,
get it too.
Sweeping
They,
the
who,
floor.
they don't
bro.
have anybody. They don't have anybody to stop.
Who's
Steph
guarding
running
Jordan?
around screens.
Who's guarding Jordan?
Who's guarding
Nobody.
KD? and
It don't
Steph?
matter.
Nobody's guarding
Nobody.
any of them.
No matter.
That's the thing.
We hit threes. They hit twos. It don't matter.
They not
Jordan
gonna
is-
hit all them threes.
Jordan
They not
is
gonna hit all
for-
them threes.
Who's guarding
Jordan
KD? Please.
Jordan can
please.
average 40 a
Probably
game.
either Rodman or probably no.
You don't understand.
No, it's
Jordan-
probably going
Nobody
to be
can.
Pippen.
That's the answer.
Pippen.
Bro,
That's
no, you don't
a
understand.
rhetorical question.
Steph gonna be smiling, walking down the court,
Jordan
seeing
got
Ron Harper in
Steph.
front
Jordan
of him,
got
bro.
Steph. Jordan got Steph. Jordan got him. Remember,
He
was
can't
the
run
best
around
player.
no
screens.
energy.
The one
You
thing
have
he
no
couldn't do
energy
was
on
deal with
offense.
shifty guards.
He's made for it. So Jordan never played both sides of the basketball. He don't got a
He
defensive
never
player.
guarded
didn't-
Steph Curry. He was
Yeah, no,
guarding
he
John.
didn't.
He was guarding Jeff Hornacek.
He was
There's
guarding
a
Kevin
difference.
Johnson.
Bro, open the vault. Where's that video
Open the vault.
of MJ getting fried by John Stockton for game, bro? Open the vault, bro.
Bruh,
This
John.
man Jordan
He
was
didn't
playing.
deal with
was one
small
of the
shifty
greatest point guards
guards.
of all time.
This man Jordan was playing literal senators.
Dude, nah, I can't, bro. John Stockton in
Stockton was one of
today's
them.
NBA would legit be TJ McConnell, bro.
Legit, like not even like
No,
no
he'll
cap.
be better than him. Like he'll be like a higher version of
We
Steve Nash.
watched T.J. McConnell play.
What a higher version of Steve
He's a higher
Nash?
version of
Look
Steve
who
Nash.
Jordan was playing
See,
against.
not even, bro. Even in the '90s, he's not a
Bruh,
higher version
no,
of
don't
Steve
do that.
Nash.
Don't do that.
Look
No,
at
no.
Bro, come on, bro.
That's- bro,
He has great.
like,
He played against Penny Hardaway.
bro. I don't know.
Y'all
bro.
don't respect him?
Like John Stockton, I have no respect for John Stockton at all.
John Starks?
It's a no.
John Stark.
It's a no-
This is what we're resorting to. This
No, I'm
is
just
what we're
saying,
resorting to.
John Starks and
John
Patrick
Starks
Ewing?
was Patrick Ewing. There were no other All-Stars on their team. This is like worse than the DeMar DeRozan Raptors.
Oakley.
Bro, Charles Oakley was an all-star in the '90s, bro. That's all I need to
But that's what I'm saying, Troy. He was a great.
I'm not
We gotta respect
Charles,
eras.
you
We gotta
gotta be a
respect
Charles
eras.
Oakley.
See, we disrespecting eras now. It's
Charles Oakley cannot play in the NBA today. He's a thug. That's all. That's his role. His role
Y'all
was to
Charles
create thugs.
Oakley. Come on, man.
No.
Like,
I'll watch the games, especially with them. Like you said, Reggie Miller. Reggie Miller, one of the greatest shooters of all time.
Bro,
like where we got
Reggie
Horace
Miller
Grant making all-star
Reggie
teams,
Miller,
bro.
maybe Reggie Miller is on the same level as Klay Thompson.
No, he better
Exactly.
than Klay Thompson. Better.
At what?
no, he's better than
Shooting.
Clay. I say he's better.
He's
than Klay
definitely better than Clay Thompson.
By how
I'm not
much?
gonna lie.
By how much? By how
I
much?
ain't gonna say
He was
like
the first
by
option and
a
they
lot,
went to
but
the
he
finals.
Wait, hold on. If you built the offense for Klay Thompson and ran him around screens and he took 20 shots a game, how much would he average?
But Clay,
Nah,
Reggie can
Miller's a
score off the
five-time
dribble.
All-Star. Reggie Miller is
He's a
better than Klay
five-time
Thompson.
All-Star. What do we? No. He's
Like-
better, but it's not by much.
Uh,
I mean, it's
What does he
Reggie
do
Miller's
better?
the first
Okay,
option.
what does he do better then? What does he do better?
He's got the
Create
killer
for
man, the
himself.
killer instinct. He's
Create
a-
for himself,
better
Mr. 20.
creator.
that's
He's a
that's
better
a big
creator
part
for
of
himself, right?
that's a big
little
part
bit
of
better
basketball. That's a big part of basketball. I mean, that's the main.
But he's not.
That's
I don't know, bro.
that's
Niggas
the main
averaging
portion
like,
of
He was
basketball.
averaging like 22 a game. He's not like the niggas averaging 30.
Yeah, but he had to do it as the first option though.
Yeah, he was doing it the first day up.
They were the whole.
If
defense
Clay was running around screens all game and they built the offense for him, he could do the exact same thing.
I don't think he would have the same success winning wise though.
I mean, we'll
Maybe
never know.
not. But I'm saying,
We'll never
is Reggie Miller a true one? Like, why are we?
Bro,
pretending
Reggie Miller was going to the finals, and his best, like his co-star, was Rick Smits, bro.
Yeah,
The
That
comp
should
was
tell you-
weak. The comp was
The
weak.
comp was terrible.
Zach Levine is better than Reggie Miller. Like, I'm gonna say it
They
right now.
took-
I'm gonna say it right now.
Yeah,
Zach
this
Levine-
clip farming. They
I'm
were
gonna say that
saving
right
this.
now.
We're
I'm gonna say
saving
it
this.
right now.
Wait,
Zach Levine is
hey,
better than
we're
Reggie Miller.
clipping this. We're clipping
Now,
this.
now
Clip
the,
it, clip it,
We're
clip it.
clipping this.
now the
Clip it.
'90s Bulls are overrated. This video-
That's crazy.
the
I'm
90s.
saying it.
The '90s Bulls
Zach
are
Levine is
overrated.
better than Reggie Miller, bro.
The
No.
90s Bulls are. The 90s Bulls are.
No,
I can't even. The
no.
90s Bulls are overrated. But the Pacers did take them 7 games.
But look
Yeah,
how good
and
Reggie
in
Miller
Game
played.
7, Michael Jordan
Klay
shot
Thompson
like
not playing
10
like
or
that. Klay Thompson's not playing like that. How Reggie Miller did. Klay Thompson is not playing like that. No.
We'll never
No,
know.
let's
'cause
look
Clay-
at
Nah, see, I can't stand for that. I can't like
No,
You
Reggie-
think Klay
it's
Thompson
gotta
Daniel
be
can play like
better
that?
than
Can play like how
Reggie
Reggie
Zach
Miller did
Levine is crazy.
against the Bulls?
Yeah,
Zach
I'm not
Levine
going
is
for
allergic
that.
to winning.
I'm not going for that.
I'm going for that. I'm going for that. Zach Levine is better than Reggie Miller.
Zach Levine is
What?
literally
That
allergic
is
to winning, bro. He
crazy.
can't
Zach
be Reggie Miller
Levine?
off of that. Off that alone, he can't be the Reggie Miller.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
clip
yeah.
farming. And guess what? We running it up. Because, yeah.
He said we clip farming. I'm not clip farming. I'm dead serious, bro.
I mean,
I'm
I can't, bro.
So look. So we talk about the 7 games he played in '98, right? Reggie Miller.
okay.
Okay.
So,
All right, look. Game
Walk-
1, 16
walk on.
points, 5 of 14.
Wait, which
Game
game is this?
two.
Which game is this in 98?
This is I'm
He
going
about to
game
do
by
it. He
game.
about
This
to
is
do all
game
of
one.
it.
Game one, 16 points, 5 of 14, 2 of 6 from 3. Game two, 19 points, 4 of 13 from the field, 1 of 3 from
Is this
3.
against the Bulls? Is what I'm saying?
This is all against the Bulls. This is all against the
Okay,
Bulls.
okay. 19.
Game three, 28 points, 9 of 15, 4 of 7 from 3. Got to the line, 28 points. Game four, 15 points, 5 of 11, 3 of 5 from 3. 15 points, 42 minutes. Game five, he had 14 points, 5 of 10, 2 of 4. Game six, 41 minutes, 8 points, 2 of 13 from the field, 1 of 7. And then game seven, he was hooping. He had 22, 7 of 13, and 4 of 7.
But guess who else was balling? Rick Smith,
I-
though. Rick was
I have-
balling.
Like, is this somebody that we should be looking at as a number one on a finals team?
Yes.
He was the
In
number
that
one on
era,
the finals
yes.
team.
In that era, yes.
No, I'm
I-
just
I-
saying. I'm saying in that era, sure, but like, come on.
I
we
have
gotta be
one
serious
rebuttal.
here.
I have one rebuttal. Klay Thompson went 0 for 10 in an elimination game.
But look, that's after he was, he was sorry about it.
Bro, you know how many games
Talk about
Klay
game
got
6,
covered?
Clay.
You know how many games Klay got covered by Curry and KD and even Draymond?
Oh, I'm not saying Clay. I was trolling with Clay, but look, Zach LaVine is actually better than Reggie Miller.
Dude, Zach
Look.
LaVine.
Zach LaVine is crazy.
Let's go.
All right, let's go through it. What does Reggie Miller do
let's
better
go
than Zach LaVine?
Let's go
Now
through the
wait.
only playoff series Zach LaVine ever played in, bro. Let's go through game by game. Like what
He
you
was
just-
hurt that series.
Let's go through what you just did, bro. All right, let's go game by game.
He was
one.
really hurt that series. You can
Game
go look
one,
it up.
18
He was shooting
points,
his knee up with
6 for
ostrich fluid
19,
to get through the series.
2 for 10 from 3. Game 2, 20 points, 7 to 13, 3 or 4
That's
from 3.
cool.
They won this game, but that's because
Look, bro.
Lamar had like 40.
He was playing the
game-
Bucks, bro. He didn't have knees,
Bro.
bro.
They looked like they didn't belong in the playoffs, bro. He was cheeks.
That
He
was
still
crazy.
has
Bro, he didn't have knees, bro. He
They were on
wasn't
the
healthy.
fakest number 1 seed run I've ever seen.
He wasn't
Bulls fans
He
are like, bro,
wasn't healthy.
They were the number
going-
1 seed after like
Yeah,
30-something
fam.
games. I
No,
said, yeah,
like-
it's fake. It's
They,
fake.
every
He
time
wasn't
they played a
healthy.
contender, they would lose by 25. Every
He
time they
wasn't
played
healthy.
a good team, they lost by 25. They got 46
The only time we
wins
lost by
off
25 is
playing
when we played
like
the Nets
worst
because they
team.
had the greatest team ever assembled. ISO gang, boy. They had
Bro.
James Harden, Kyrie, and KD. Them niggas whooped the fuck out
Hold
of
on,
somebody.
this is 2022. Let's go to all the games they played against good teams. They played the Celtics, lost, but there's a 23-point loss. Miami,
Oh, chill, bro.
loss. Actually, no, Milwaukee 21-point loss. Miami 18-point loss.
Oh, my.
Here's another Milwaukee loss. They lost by what is that?
Not looking good for you,
28
boy.
points.
Oh, the Bulls, we suck, bro. Dang,
Lost
bro.
by
chill,
20,
bro.
27 to the Suns, 15 to the Jazz.
Hey, bro. Hey, bro. I
Reggie
ain't never said we
Miller
was
and-
good. I said,
LaVine crazy.
Yeah, that's insane.
all right, bro. I don't care.
So you think Zach
They
LaVine is
got
top?
46 wins off playing the Hornets and the Wizards every
You-
game, bro.
You think
I
Zach
think-
LaVine is 75?
I don't think Reggie Miller's top 7. No, I'm just kidding. I'm
Somebody
trolling.
say
Stop trolling. Stop trolling.
Bro,
Say
can
what
we,
you said.
speaking of trolling, bro, can we talk about this nasty list that the Ringer made the other day, bro?
We got to pull it up.
Hold on, let me screen it for you.
We're about to just go up to the game time.
And you got Zoom Plus or something?
I got the Cincinnati subscription, so it just goes on forever.
Oh, damn. I'm like, we starting out.
I mean, you can get it. You
Right.
can get it too.
Shoot.
Am I screen recording? Oh, wait. Can you guys see this? Hold on. Can you see this?
Nah.
Hold on, bro. Is this has
Is
to
the
be
game going on right now?
No, it starts at 8:30. So
Means
that
it
means
doesn't
it's gonna start at 8:50.
7:30 in my time.
So that means
Yeah,
it's
so-
gonna start at 8:50 because you know how they get.
Yeah.
Y'all
Someone
watch the
started-
What do y'all think
WNBA?
about
Y'all
Tiz,
watch
man? What do you
WNBA?
think about him getting fired?
Wait, what'd you say, Caleb?
Do y'all watch the WNBA or y'all don't watch the WNBA?
On and off.
I mean, yeah, I know
Angel
I'm
Reese
there.
is
I'm a
sorry.
little bit.
I was about to ask y'all who y'all thought was the best team right now, or who y'all got for the
Links,
MVP.
Links, bro. Nafisa Collier
Links
is
at 5.
the best
Bro,
player
I-
in the NBA.
Did you see the Club 520 episode?
What they say? No, I
Yeah.
ain't see it.
They
He
say a
said
lot of
defensive
things.
college
Behan
calling
is
her like she played 2 games. She's already the MVP. Season's almost over. And then somebody in the comments said Caitlin Clark's out for 2 weeks. She about to win comeback player of the year next year.
Man, what? What?
They said she's
dude.
out for the
How many
season.
games do they actually play? Like
Like
40?
30 something.
30 something?
Hold on, Donovan. It says you are disabled participant screen sharing, so you got to look it up.
Oh, I'm a dictator, huh?
Literally, just
Okay.
look up the Ringer Top 100, and then just literally that's it.
Bro's qualified to run the U.S.
Ringer top 100. I think I
Where
heard something
hey,
about it.
let's
What?
talk
Dude,
about
I'm
it.
not gonna lie. It's the
Oh wait,
nastiest
I
thing
saw
I've
that.
ever seen.
Yeah, I saw that.
It's the
They had
What
nastiest.
did you
they,
not like about it?
they had
I didn't see
Halliburton
it.
over Tatum.
They had Halliburton at 7 and Tatum at 10.
Yeah, that was
Well,
nasty.
what?
Where'd they have LeBron? 15?
They had, I think hold on, I gotta pull it
Who
up.
is
They got,
better, Halliburton or
wait, hold on,
Tatum?
let
Who
me.
y'all
Wait,
think?
go through the
I'll
whole
go.
list. Go through the whole list. Go one by
I'll go
one.
through the top 20. I'll go through top 20. So
This
one
thing's
is
black.
Jokic,
Okay.
unless
I can
Donovan
agree
pulls
with
it
that.
up. One is
This
Jokic,
thing's
2 is
okay.
SGA.
All right, I got it pulled up.
You got it?
I'm about to share it.
Like, bro, it's
Low-key, whatever YouTube clip you post, this should actually be on it.
go to skim. That's how you can see it like the best. Like on the left.
No, this is good. This is good.
Yeah, this is
Whatever we
good.
look at.
I'll do the like that.
Okay, just him.
Okay.
I still got Giannis over SGA.
Yeah, same.
That's not, but again,
I'm
That's
gonna
not
put him in the
ridiculous.
top 4. This is where I
Luca,
stand.
how is Luca 4?
that's not
Curry at 5
ridiculous.
is interesting.
Luka could take
Tyrese
over
Halliburton
games,
at
bro. Like,
7 is
he
ridiculous.
acted like bad defense a couple times is changing the fact that Luka could take
Donovan
over
Mitchell
games.
and Jalen Brunson over Tatum is
Nah,
ridiculous.
that's insane. I can't go for that.
Y'all can't go.
Jalen Brunson, Halliburton, Mitchell, and Edwards too. That's disgusting.
That's nuts. It's nuts, bro.
I'm not gonna lie. I got Wemby at 3. No, I'm joking.
I got Wemby at like
Hey,
8.
that's not ridiculous. Wemby could be what?
No,
I'm just kidding. I'm
No,
trolling.
he
Here's my
can
hottest
though
take.
if he keeps like if
Here's
he don't
my
get
hottest
injured and
take,
stuff.
though,
He
bro.
can
If
be.
he just doesn't have blood clots, it's a
My
wrap.
hottest take: Anthony Davis should be like 7.
7?
Not right
No.
now. AD can't be 7 right now.
Hey,
That's not ridiculous. That's not that ridiculous. Because
It's not.
And
I
he
don't
was
think he could be
insane.
the
I
best
mean,
player on the
there's no
championship
proof,
team, though.
but like I can see what he's saying.
I can't see AD as the best player on a championship team just because of his lack of like
Well,
consistency shot creation.
that's true.
But
Like
I mean that's true. But like, how many of the guys, like if he was at 7, how many of the guys above him would you say could be on a championship? Could be number 1 on the
1,
team?
2,
Jokic,
3, 4,
4.
5, 6, 7,
Did you just say 7? Who's
8.
7?
Well, Halliburton's in the finals, so
But he's not the number. I mean,
well, yes, he runs that offense.
he runs
Yeah.
the team, but that doesn't necessarily make you the
When I
number
say
1.
primary shot creator, I'm saying
That's what you said.
like you initiate.
Yeah, but I still think Anthony Davis is better than Tyrese Halliburton. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, I don't. They got Halliburton.
It just depends on what you need on the team, though.
Yeah, honestly, I still wouldn't even have Halliburton top 10. Maybe not even top.
I don't even have him top. I don't know if I would have him top 15.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He
I don't
top
know.
15, but he top 15.
Nah,
I mean,
top
I-
15, but I have to make the list. I have to make the list.
Let's see what he does in the finals.
Yeah, yep. That's
Like,
what he
let's
does.
let's keep
He
going
just
down,
has
bro.
too many stinker games for me. Like
No, he has a ton of stinker games, but
Cat over Devin Booker is kind of
like J Dub
Yeah.
being this high is kind of crazy.
yeah,
to me.
this Devin Booker disrespect.
Yeah, Devin Booker.
Yeah, J Dub over Paulo, bro. That's disgusting, bro. What?
Yeah, that is disgusting.
It gets like that sometimes.
That's disgusting.
Very disappointed.
Nah,
I feel
Jaren
like-
Jackson Jr. has to drop. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, he needs to be like bottom 50.
That man
Why is there a
averages
polar bear in Texas?
he averages 3 rebounds a game. Nah, I got Murray over Garland. That's disgusting.
Murray over Harden is nuts.
No,
Yeah, that's crazy.
Garland over Harden is insane.
That
Them
is.
both over Harden is nuts.
The,
Good lord. Trey Young.
Wait,
Hard
Garland
to see if
over-
Josh stops shooting up everything and actually play
Garland
basketball.
over-
Bro, who-
Garland
top
over
15.
Trey Young?
Who do they think this dude is, bro? Like, what?
What?
Probably based on winning. Like this has nothing to do with individual
Hold
talent.
up.
Yeah, it has
Wait,
to.
no,
Zubats
no,
over
they-
over Sengun.
Huh?
Yeah, this list is bad. This list is bad.
Zubats over Sengun is
You
over
got
Franz
Zubats
is
over
Hey,
crazy.
hey, hey, wait, hold on. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and say
Derek
it.
White over
Zubac like
Maxi is
that, bro.
nuts.
He's not better than Sengun. That's ridiculous.
Low
But
key, Derek
Zubac
White
is
might
like
be
that. I'm
better.
not gonna disrespect him like this.
Wait, what'd
Yeah,
you say?
Zubac is like that.
Zubac is like, or Zubac.
Yeah, he's
like
good,
that.
but over
Shit,
over
He's
Franz,
not better than
Sengun is
Sengun. He's not better than
nuts.
or
Sengun, but he's like
Franz.
that. I'm not going. I'm not going. Not.
Low key, I can get behind Derek White over Tyrese Maxey.
Yeah, I think he's more of a winning basketball player.
I don't like
No,
this list.
I take that back. No, Maxi's better than
I
White.
mean,
Never.
I mean,
Right.
do I need to say more? Do I need to say
It's
more?
close.
I would say Maxi's a little bit better.
Game at 43
Damn.
is just diabolical.
He did
Kyrie
fall
at
Hey,
off,
hey, that's
though.
Fred Van
Holy
Fleet with a
crap.
fan base. Chill.
No, no,
Off
no,
week.
no.
Fred
Kyrie
Van
at
Fleet with a
44.
fan base.
Oh, we got Mariah Mills at 45. Probably
BBL merchant.
That's
Yo,
not even BBL. That's just
wait,
pitching.
keep going. Keep
That's a
going.
turtle killer right there.
Turtle killer is disgusting word.
We got T Rex. Jalen Johnson is gonna move up if he could just stay healthy.
He could
LaMelo
finish
Ball,
a
like
season, bro.
imaginative is just
Bro,
such a
Galaxy brain.
I
like
think
these are
LaMelo's
such
actually a
nice
good
words
point
to
guard.
say. He's an idiot.
Tyler
Light-
Hero at 51 is kind of wild.
Lightning rod is an understatement.
Tyler Hero
Pod-
at 51 is kind of
Podcast, bro.
Podcast.
Wait, hold up. Where is Paul George at? Let's see.
Paul George should be
Randall
on this.
LeJohn. What?
Dang,
Whoa.
Paul George?
Whoa.
Did I just see a terrorist? Is that Osama?
Reeves. Kind of high.
Nah, 55 should be 155.
Is that Dirk Nowitzki right there?
Dog, Dyson Daniels over Mikal Bridges, bro. What are we doing?
Danny Advia. But no, he be hooping. Never mind.
Danny
Alex
Advia is
Caruso.
way too low.
I told you this is based on winning. This isn't
my God, James
Harvestein.
Daniels.
Like this is disgusting.
Bro,
DeMar
what
DeRozan
does
at
Fred Van
67.
Fleet? What? Zach
How
Levine
is
at
how is
16?
Fred Van Vliet better than DeMar DeRozan?
How is
Yeah, that's
Fred Van
Connie.
Vliet
That's crazy.
over anyone that you just DeRozan, McDaniels, Levine.
Kobe White. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh Lord.
But low-key, I don't think Van Fleet's better than Kobe
Oh,
White.
shoot.
Dog, I don't know any Pacers fan that would sit there and say Andrew Nembhard is better than Miles Turner.
Miles Turner should low-key be higher than what they got him at.
Got Josh Hart.
There's one thing I
Josh
gotta
Hart.
say about Josh Hart over Christian Brown. Yeah. Joel Embiid.
That's ridiculous. No, that's ridiculous. That
Embiid is top 10. I don't care how you slice it.
Embiid
He's
at
top 10.
84.
Oh, yeah, this
What are we
ain't
doing?
valid, bro. This ain't valid, bro. This is not
What?
valid.
80?
Bro.
Nah, this is fake.
No,
This gotta be. This has to
Wait,
be
hold on,
AI.
don't-
There's no way.
wait.
Nah,
Here's
this
Paul
is
George.
Okay,
this is
Tyler
Donald
over Paul
Trump
George.
CIA mission.
Aaron Neesmith is better than Paul George. What are we doing?
They got Peyton Pritchard over Paul George. You absolutely love to see it.
Yeah, they just came out.
Jalen Green
look,
at
Jalen
98
Green
valid.
sucks.
Bradley Beal.
Bench ball handler who can score.
Bradley
Bradley
Beal
Beal is
barely got
falling.
in.
Okay. Wait, how do I get back? Oops. Oh wait.
This is absolute. Who made this list? They need to be stoned.
Yeah, they-
Joel Embiid behind Christian Brown and Josh Hart.
Joel Embiid at 80 in the 80s is just that's a war crime. Stop the count, please.
I'm surprised Vucevic was even on the list.
Gucci, man.
They put Vucevic over Embiid, bro. I just.
Nah, they put everybody over Embiid. That's disgusting. I'm not even an Embiid guy, but like, come on, bro. Come on.
20 spot behind Fred Van Fleet is ridiculous.
84?
Hey, at least Paul George didn't make the list.
No, he did make the list. He was 90.
He was at
Where was he at?
He was 90.
90. Yep, he was 90.
Oh, I didn't see it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Joel
dang.
Embiid
I can't even say that.
84. 84.
That's one of the worst lists I've ever seen in my life, bro.
Yeah, I don't know what they
What are you
I don't know what
doing,
they-
bro?
Dude, hold on. I gotta pull this up somewhere. I need
I'm
to
not
see
gonna lie.
that were ahead of Joel Embiid, bro, because this is nuts.
84.
That's disrespectful.
I can't.
Bro,
That's
Joel
DeAndre
Embiid on
Hunter?
one leg is better than 50.
Bro, that's crazy.
Hold on,
80%
let,
of the
let
league.
me just name some of the
That's
guys that got over
crazy.
Embiid. They got DeAndre Hunter over him.
Oh
They
my
got Josh
gosh.
Hart,
No, they have all those
Jim
people. They
Hart.
Is Kobe White over him?
Yeah, by like 13
the
spots.
That is
they have
crazy.
Isaiah
Darius Garland.
Hartenstein and Fred VanVleet are both 20 spots ahead of him. Suggs is over him. Dyson Daniels is 25 spots ahead of him.
Well, they have
You know what
Anthony
my hot take
Edwards.
would be? If
Huh?
Ty Jerome didn't wet the bed, he'd probably be over Embiid too.
No, he
Yeah,
would 100%
yeah,
be over
probably.
him.
Yep, yep.
The guy that's
That
listed,
nigga's a
Six.
the guy
terrorist.
that's
He was listening.
listed.
God was listening to my prayers when Ty Jerome started being trash. He got exposed for the fraud he was.
Bro, the guy that's listed at 8 is not even better than Joel Embiid.
Who's at 8?
Donovan
Donovan
Mitchell.
Mitchell.
Oh yeah,
So
I hate Donovan Mitchell.
what are we doing, bro?
Dude, this is really
And
nasty.
this is an analyst, by the way.
No,
Yeah,
they're what you said before. They're what you said before.
Yeah, no,
Terrorist.
yikes.
Kyrie is 40 spots ahead of Joel Embiid. Austin Reeves is 30 spots ahead of Joel Embiid.
Vita Zubac is 50 spots ahead of Joel Embiid.
Fred VanVleet is 30,
Hey, Zubac is like
20.
Zubac is cold, bro.
Nah,
Zubac
that
is a
list is
parlay
disgusting.
machine, bro. You clock in 10 rebounds, hook green every time.
Oh man.
That's
All
true,
right, I
bro.
think we're gonna wrap this episode up. This has been dragging.
yeah. I'm about
But
to say I got a
Hold
few
on,
minutes.
wait. We gotta do something more. Why is
I mean,
Kobe Bryant not better than S? No,
yo,
I'm
no, let's
trolling.
do it.
Oh
Let's
no,
do it.
yeah.
I'm
Let's get into
trolling. I'm
this.
trolling.
Let's get in
I'm
this
trolling.
We already
conversation.
clip farming. Let's do it.
I'm trolling. I'm
Oh,
trolling.
yeah. So what am I hearing about this SGA Kobe comparison? There's no
Bro,
comparison.
In my
look.
opinion, they do the
Kobe,
same thing.
Kobe's a better player, but
Is
all I'm
he?
saying,
Is he?
Yes,
Is he?
yes. Well,
it's too
why
soon.
I
would
It's
don't
too
SGA
soon.
be
Give
It's too
better?
soon.
him a
no,
few years.
let me stop. Let me
When
stop.
Shea gets 3 rings, hey, hit me up.
Okay, yeah. Okay, then you can start talking. Okay, I can give you that. Yeah. Once you get 3 rings, you can start
He's
talking.
already tied an MVP, so we're almost there.
But
Man,
again, like, bro, if you look at their games, they're very similar. The only
Kobe got
difference is
five of them.
Kobe has more athleticism,
Hey, yeah, Shaq.
and he also had Shaq too. But
He had Paul Gasol too. Andrew Bynum. SGA got
yeah, yeah,
Chet.
all them dudes. SGA
Jacobs.
got
Caruso.
Shaq,
Lou
Shaq,
Dort.
Shaq. Shaq
Nah,
is
yeah,
better than Kobe in my opinion, but that's a discussion for another
yeah,
No.
day.
Shaq is better than Kobe.
Kobe led them teams.
No, he didn't.
Yes, it. Add
Wait,
Shaq.
Wait,
time,
so wait, so wait,
We need
so
to
wait,
talk to
wait,
Shaq is
Shaq.
so
We need to
which
delusional.
talk to
which one
Shaq.
of the three
hold
Shaq's
on, hold
Finals
on, all
MVPs
time,
did Kobe lead in?
all time, bro. No,
Yeah,
I'm not
what?
gonna
Say it
lie,
again.
no,
Shaq
Which
was
one is
averaging
Shaq's in
35.
Finals three Finals MVPs on the three
no.
peat? Which one did Kobe lead in?
I'm telling, bro. Shaq in the finals is top 3 player of all time, bro.
Exactly.
No,
That's not up for
he
Undisputed.
debate.
might have averaged
I'm not gonna
more,
lie.
but who took them game-winning shots? Kobe.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. That's not up for debate, bro. Shaq in the finals is like a
He
top
was
3 player of all
averaging.
time.
But
He
who
was
was in them
averaging
game winners? Kobe and Robert Ory.
when Kobe
Hold
was
on, bro.
going
Hold on.
eight.
I
He was
gotta
going
pull
eight
this
for
up, bro.
24, like his numbers.
I gotta pull this up.
Shaq
Shaq in
was
the final is
Shaq
just
was
not
getting 40 and
Oh, Shaq
15.
Shaq numbers was
Off like
crazy.
10
like,
shots.
bro. In the against the Pacers in 2000 in the finals, Shaq averaged 38, 17, and 3 blocks a game.
And Kobe had 32 though, right?
And hold on,
No, he wasn't good that
I don't
final.
think he averaged it because he that was the
I'm
finals
talking
he
about in
got
the
hurt.
finals. I know in the finals, Shaq averaged like 34 and Kobe averaged like 30 in the finals.
The last year I'll give it to you. The last
No,
year
it
they
was
were
it
kind
was
of on the same level.
it was the one against the Sixers.
Yeah, Sixers, yep. 2009.
No, and they playing
So so
against.
so in 2000, yeah, that was he played 35 minutes a game. He averaged 15 points. Yikes.
See, I mean, no, bro. Even in
No,
even in
He
that's
was
why when they went to
young.
the
He was
finals, though, I don't think
4
though.
years in the league.
All right.
bro, even in 01, bro, even in 01, Shaq
4 years
averaged
in the league,
33,
LeBron had
16, and
Zilgis
5
in the
with 3
finals.
blocks a game. Kobe was not near that.
But he had
Even when
30. He played
even
against
when
Allen Iverson.
look up Kobe Game 7 stats versus the Celtics when they won.
Bro,
Meta
he went
World
6 for
Peace.
20. He went like 6 for 24, bro. It's terrible.
Meta World Peace was saving legacies.
No, he was.
But look, we never gonna talk about that though because Kobe. Well, because Kobe fans don't use logic.
Because
It just Rod to
made
my
a
brain.
He was watching the games.
It's because he
We
made
were
a mean.
there. We
He
was
made a
watching
mean
Kobe
mug.
do the impossible.
He made a mean mug face. That's why that's why LeBron doesn't have
Nobody
the
could
killer
go.
instinct.
Think about it. In them early 2000s, nobody could stop
He
Kobe.
went
Nobody.
he went like that's why he has the killer instinct.
No, he was just a killer. Period. He scored 80. Think about it. It's 81 points. His
In
60.
my opinion, every all-time great player has a killer instinct. I
And
don't
low
I don't
key,
I
low
don't think you can use a mentality as an advantage
low
if
key,
you're really one of those ones.
But he was different
young
though. Every player said he was different. If you look at
y'all know the debates between the debates where people will say like Anthony Edwards is better than Jason Tatum. That's low key what Kobe and LeBron has become now. Where
No, it's
Well,
people will
worse.
say
No, it's
Anthony Edwards
worse.
is
It's
better than
worse.
Jason Tatum because
yeah,
because
I
like
got Kobe over
aura
him.
because of aura. When the
No,
reality
over
no,
is
it's
who?
not
Yeah,
close.
over LeBron. Look, I'm
wait,
picking Kobe. You know, we're not
wait,
about to forget
Wait, Kobe
Kobe's
over who? Kobe over
legacy,
wait.
who?
bro.
You
Y'all
said
trying to
what?
put LeBron over
You said
Kobe.
Kobe
We
over
not doing
LeBron?
that, bro.
Huh?
We not doing it. Y'all trying to put LeBron over Kobe. We not doing that. Nope, we not doing that, bro. We not doing that.
No,
We not
no,
doing that, bro.
When Kobe was blowing 3-1 leads, man, bro.
Kobe.
Honestly, they don't even talk
deceive
about
No,
it,
Dallas.
bro.
no. I told you.
That was AI. It never happened though.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, Kobe, he closed the deal. He got a positive record in the finals. Positive.
But when it
Yeah,
when
Shaq.
he was
He had
when
prime Shaq on his
he had
team.
He
prime.
won more
Daniel,
rings
can you
than
read the
Shaq
stats
did
again?
without
Can you
each
read the
other.
stats?
Look up
Wait,
Can you
hold
read
on,
He
hold
the
on.
won
You
stats?
more
want
rings without
Can you
each
read the
other.
stats?
Kobe.
here? Let's go.
look up the
Let's go. Let's go year
2004
by year.
NBA. Look up the
No, let's
2004
year by
go.
year.
NBA Finals.
He said 38 and 17. I
Here,
don't think
let's go year
LeBron
by
has ever
year.
had a
Year by
teammate
year.
that averaged 38
Let's go
D
year by
Wade
year.
taught him how to win.
2000,
D Wade taught him how to win. He wasn't a
2000,
winner until he got
2000,
with D Wade. He ain't.
2000,
Shaq didn't have to
2000.
teach
Shaq,
Kobe. He just won it for him. He won it for him.
2000,
Shaq made
2000.
the
Shaq went
finals before.
38, 17, and 3 blocks. That's
38, 17,
2000.
and 3 blocks.
2001.
Now, what LeBron
2001.
Wait,
teammate
hold, wait,
career
hold
even
on,
come
wait,
close
hold
to
on,
that?
Kendall. Hold on, wait,
2001.
let him cook. Let him
33,
cook.
16, 5, and 3 blocks.
Oh my gosh. Hold on.
2002. 36, 12, 4, and 3 blocks.
Now show his numbers in 2004 when Kobe was literally not trying to pass him the
Yeah,
ball.
yeah. Oh, bro, 04 is 04. People don't talk about 04. Kobe, this is
He
Kobe's numbers in
literally,
04.
the announcer said Kobe literally won't pass Shaq the ball,
This
and
is
that's the
this
reason why
this
they
is
lost.
They had a lot of stuff going on too, though. There
Kobe.
was a lot of drama
Because
going on.
Kobe
Kobe's numbers,
was a child in the
they were
break.
the
Kobe's
they were
numbers
the
in
Was a
04
child.
favorites. They should
was
have destroyed the
23.
Pistons.
Kobe's numbers in 04 was 23, 4, and 3 on 38% shooting.
Oh
Shaq's
my
numbers was
goodness, bro.
27, 11, and 2 assists on 63% shooting.
What you say when they played against the
Now,
Pistons?
can we go to '07 when LeBron faced those Pistons? Even though they didn't have Ben Wallace, but
I'm about
still,
to
can we
say
go
that
back to
Pistons
that
team was good. The Lakers
No,
won.
let's go to I think they had I think they played in like 06 or something.
Yeah,
'07?
they played in '06 and '07.
Let's go. Let's
Let's
go.
go
Let's
to
go to
LeBron made the
06.
finals and was frying them
21-year-old LeBron.
21, 22. It don't matter.
No help,
So
no offensive help.
let's go. 07 LeBron against the
LeBron
Pistons.
was him since he came into the league. Kobe had to wait like 4 years.
You,
Like, come
that's
on.
true.
LeBron could
Even
have.
then,
07.
I'm
LeBron
taking
at his
Kobe in the
best is so
clutch,
much.
though. If I gotta pick a player to pick as my number one pick, I'm picking Kobe.
No, I'm
Oh
taking
07
picking
Jokic
LeBron
Kobe.
over Curry.
against the
I'm over
Pistons.
Kobe. I'm taking Jokic over Kobe.
26, 9, and 9 with 3 steals a game on
Hey,
45%
hey,
shooting.
that's not ridiculous.
You said on what percent? You said on what percent?
45 on 45.
Hey man, that's
And that's
21
with
years old.
his second leading scorer being Daniel Gibson.
Who was a baller? Who was a
Daniel
baller?
Booby Gibson. Booby
Booby
Gibson.
Gibson.
Booby
Dude,
Gibson.
come on. We gonna disrespect Booby Gibson now, though. Like he wasn't.
Yes.
Wait, he was one of the best shooters in the NBA.
Shaq Booby Gibson.
Oh yeah, we're not comparing them. Yeah, we're not. Yeah,
But
we're
I'm
not
saying that's his team. That's his team. This is
Yeah, we're
LeBron's
not-
team. This is his teammate. We got Mo Williams in the like, bro. We got Mo Williams in making All-Star teams because of LeBron. LeBron was
Let's
doing
look.
charity work.
Team, though. We all know that. LeBron tried to win.
LeBron was doing charity work. That's nuts.
Like
He was, bro.
You need a team.
The only reason why we
Shaq
even know
and
Zimmer
Booby.
Jaskowski
Bro, okay, here. This is '06 when they had Ben Wallace. LeBron averaged 27, 9, and 6 on 44% shooting. He had
He was
one other guy that averaged double digits in that series. It was
he was
Jonas
Nobody
$21.
averaged double digits.
10.9, bro.
Oh, 10.9. My bad.
Oh
And
my
then
god.
his next two leading scorers
Meanwhile,
after 10.9 were Anderson Varejao and Daniel Marshall at 9.3, 8.6 points per game. And
meanwhile, Shaq was
he
getting
took the
clamped by.
Pistons.
Oh, my bad. But Shaq
This
was
is
getting clamped by Ben Wallace. He was
mind
the
you, this is a
Well, he
64
was
win
getting clamped
Pistons
by
team,
Kobe,
bro.
but
Mind you, this is a 64 win Pistons team. He took them 7.
he was 21, man.
He
Well, you went
Gibson
me.
as his number 2. Like, what are we doing?
Dog,
All I
game
gotta say
7,
is
game
Kobe got
7,
this. Kobe got that. He got 5.
game 7. LeBron had
And he
27 and
won more
8
championships without
on
Shaq.
11 of
And Bill
24.
Russell got
Next
11. So what are
highest
we doing?
scorer was
Ben
10
Russell is one of the
points.
GOATs, is
Larry
he?
Hughes, bro.
Some of his era, yeah.
Yo,
Yeah, of his era, sure. All time, I got Wendell Carter. One spot above.
that's
Bro,
disrespectful, bro. That's
bro, you don't
disrespectful.
understand. Like, bro, freaking and LeBron in a game 7, his
If you
teammates combined for 34 points. They scored 60.
How much Booby Gibson had? How much Booby Gibson had, bruh?
Bro, wait. Hold on, let me pull this up. Because this is nuts. Booby Gibson.
those teams were so
I know
bad.
he wasn't even
They
he
was
wasn't even on this
bad. They
team.
was bad.
His
I'm not
his
arguing that.
next leading scorer was Larry Hughes, who had 10 points. Then it was Big Z with 8, and then it was Anderson Varejao with 6. LeBron had
He was,
27.
he was
He didn't
playing
have a
with
team.
Cleveland State rec players. Cleveland
Yeah.
State
Mind you,
intramural
they
champions.
played
No,
this
not
is like this
champions.
is
They lost
arguably
in
the
the
best
first
the
round.
Pistons ever were, bro. So that's a 64 win Pistons team in a
Oh
game
my.
7 in round 2 at 21.
Now look up next year. Bro, look up 2007, man. This is
But when they win, we talking about when they winning though. Like we know
he
he
was
lost, but
Winning. He was in the Eastern, or he was the next
he
year
was
he
in the
went to the
finals
finals.
at 22.
So he
yeah,
was better than every team, but prime Tim Duncan. Like
You could
that's
have
what I'm
threw
saying.
out
Kobe beat the Spurs though.
not
no
that year.
Shaq and Kobe
Yeah,
did,
Shaq,
not
but
yeah, Shaq.
yeah,
Dude,
no,
oh 07, Kobe lost in the first round in 5 games to the Suns.
this
yeah,
man was
no. The West was tough.
But Leonardo Barbosa was like, come on, bro.
Yeah, no,
Leonardo.
he was a dog.
Oh
Leandro.
no. He literally
Leandro, I don't know what his name. I
Nah,
Barbosa
don't
was their
care.
second
The
leading
nah, they
scorer
name
this
don't
clear.
talk.
series. He averaged 21 points a game.
They
Yeah,
don't talk
Barbosa
about
was that dude.
2006. They don't talk about
Man,
My
2006.
bro,
Kobe
did you
was
hear what I
averaging.
just said?
What?
Barbosa was their second leading scorer, and they lost in 5.
Barbosa is good. You heard what Kai Cenat said? Barbosa was him.
Tyson, nah.
Bro, Barbosa is him. We can't, Barbosa, he's him. Barbosa is him. I'm not disrespecting Barbosa. I watched him. He was a dog. He could shoot the 3. He could
He
shoot
was
the mid-range. He
cold, but
plays
like,
defense.
like, bro,
We
why are
gonna
we
take away
losing
from
in
Barbosa.
5
Open the
to
vault.
team with
Open
Leonardo
the vault.
Barbosa as the number 2?
Open the vault.
He can open the
I mean,
vault.
this team is loaded, but like,
Can
Oh, we
somebody get
will
the
open
Hezzy
them up
pool over
because when they
D Rose from
show
half for LeBron? Can somebody get that for me?
when I see when they show when Kobe hit that game winner and he went like this, and then they proceeded to blow a 3-1 lead after that game. When he averaged 35 a game that year.
You talking
yeah,
about
he
LeBron?
averaged
I mean,
35
Kobe?
a game that
No,
year.
Kobe
His numbers
Against
against the
who?
Suns was
3-1
the
28.
lead.
Suns. See, the
Yeah,
Suns they
oh
blew a
06,
3-1
blew a
lead.
3-1 lead.
This episode
You'll
is
never
going so
hear
long.
about
The
that.
game has started.
Has it
They
actually?
buried that in the vault.
Yeah.
Oh, it actually has started.
We tuning out. Donovan, you gonna say the last
Make
one?
sure y'all like my post tomorrow on Baltimore. This is gonna be about football. Though.
There's gonna be a ton of posts. We have just broke the internet. Everything.
Hey, okay,
The, inter-
wait. You can't. Well, actually, I don't care.
the
Post
internet.
all the rage bait or all the clickbait.
Yeah, you go.
Post all of
I'm
it. I need
I'm
more
posting.
followers.
I'm posting the whole thing and then just flip it from YouTube. All
And the
right,
Thunder
though.
already giving belt.
It's 2-0.
Oh, bro, it's
All right.
2-0.
We will see you
No,
next time
it's
with more
4-0.
slander and yeah, we'll see you next time. Peace.